Hi, my name is Kayla Sanchez, and on 128, I went to Kevin Woosley's Piano Rock concert. So I just have on my phone a few notes and just the questions to answer the prompt. So let's get started. So when discussing the concert, I feel like I was very impressed with the concert, and like I thought it was interesting how there were so many different songs and how you, Kevin Woosley, were like playing in almost everything. I was very surprised that you were not like tired or like I don't know, like I would be tired if it were me. But for the introduction, I loved how you or the concert started with a song that like I feel like most, if not all, people know. Pirates of the Caribbean. It was very like it was kind of like the piano was in a deeper pitch. But it was and there was like a decrescendo in it, but it sounded like there were seven different like pitches at once, which I thought was interesting and cool that you could do with piano. Um, so I really liked that opening, and I feel like it caught everyone's attention, and I knew it was getting faster throughout the song as well. The second song, Billy Joel, I was like excited about because or Vienna by Billy Joel, sorry. I was excited because like I knew the song, and it was definitely the tempo was very different from the first one because the first one was a little more faster paced and like a little upbeat and fun, and now this one is just kind of like more emotional tone, a little softer. It really gave me chills because that song kind of brings a lot of memories to me, and I felt like the person singing, I forgot her name, but she was very passionate about what she was singing. And then, oops, when in the towards the middle when they played Creep, the trombone there, I recognized that there was a trombone. And the singer was very, very good. I really liked her. She had a soft voice, and it was like also an emotional piece too, I feel. I saw the drums, the saxophone. The singer was belting also, and there was definitely, I heard a crescendo. Um, and then towards the end, the I liked how like everyone was dressed up in kind of that like cool like with the bandanas and the glasses and stuff, and I was amazed and impressed by how many French horns there was, and it was very electric. It was very loud, very it had a crescendo in it. I just think that like all that was a very good like attention grabber towards the end. So yeah. Okay, so for the next question, some of the instruments, that I saw during the concert. So I saw a few families. I saw the brass family, instruments from the brass family, the wind family, and the percussion family. For the brass family, I noticed that the trombone was part of it, the French horn, the saxophone, and then for the wind family, I noticed that there was the flute, the organ, um, and then for the percussion family, I did see the box drum, which I thought was interesting because you don't usually see very often, and also the tambourine. And then the piano, I know, is part of the percussion family, but it can also be classified as part of the string family, just because of the strings inside of it as well. And then for the next part of the question about the performers, my favorite performers were part of the song Philosophy, or part of the piece Philosophy. I was very invested in the two guys standing on either side of the stage. They were very funny and kept it very entertaining, and they looked like they really liked to be there and they were excited. And I really enjoyed their little dance at the end. Overall, though, I feel like all of the performers were pretty engaged. Everyone like looked like they wanted to be there. They were happy to be there. They felt like they all looked like they were passionate about what they were doing. So yeah, and then so the conductor was there in a few pieces, and I found it interesting that um even though like the band like still practices over and over and over with each other, that the conductor is also present at all times just to make sure everything's in check and that things are going smoothly, and still tells them what to do even though they have been practicing and they know what to do. So I found that interesting. Okay, so for the next portion, what aspects of the event were new to you? So I think the organ was new to me. I have never really seen the organ in person, and I did not realize how big it was too. I think I might have heard the name, but I did not realize how big it was, and that was very impressive to me. And I think like I have heard the organ before, and I just haven't realized in a few backgrounds of songs. But now that I have seen it and heard it and realized what I'm hearing, I'm like, oh, I think I've heard that before in a few of songs that are familiar to me. But something that was familiar to me, kind of brought back memories, is the chorus in one of the songs, because I used to be in chorus in elementary school and part of middle school, I think. So that was like, oh, it's a chorus. I used to do that. So I thought that was interesting. Did anything unexpected happen? The most unexpected thing to me was literally the dancers. I did not expect that those two boys from Philosophy, the song Peace Philosophy, were going to dance like that. I just loved all the emotion and the funny character that they had and how they were very into it. And I feel like you just don't really see that a lot around, like a lot these days, with guys being passionate and showing what they're passionate about, because they are a little bit like kept to themselves more. But I really did like how those two guys were putting their all out there, and they having fun, looked like they're having a good time, weren't afraid to show what they liked. So yeah. Something I learned by watching this event is that like everything is carefully crafted. Like the conductor, how he like, you know, has to keep the tempo, has to keep the piece like going, and how everyone has to listen and watch the conductor, even though they still know the songs already and like what they have to play. So how did the event end and how did it differ from the beginning? So in the end, like the main difference to me was in the end it was a big group of people, and there was lots of different there was the French horn, lots of different instruments. It was very loud, very like attention grabbing, I feel like. And then the beginning was also attention grabbing just because it was a song that like I feel like a lot of people had heard of, but it was more just one instrument, one person, a little more chilled compared to the beginning or the end, sorry. A little more chill compared to the end. Okay, finally, I enjoyed the music event. I did not expect to like it as much as I did, or to be as entertained. Being honest, I did go into it thinking that it might be a little bit boring because I wasn't sure. I never went to like a music event. But I did really like how there were songs that like I knew and I have heard of and that I was familiar with, and so that was like very attention grabbing for me, and I feel like a lot of people too that kept them like there and was like, oh wait, I know this song, I like this song. So yeah, something I'd like to learn more about is definitely the organ, because it is like a mystery instrument to me. Like I didn't realize how big it was, and the tunes that it can play, and the songs and the pitches that it can go and stuff. So I would definitely like to learn more about that.